Hello, here from Will on the Sepple Valley Railway on the morning of the 10th of December 2011 on a very cold morning which has been combined with my sore throat. But I thought it was time I did an update video since there's been some major changes around the layout. Before we see the trains run, I'll guide you around some of the various changes. The first boards remain much the same. I don't think there's much changed. We moved the nameplates here and put some more point motors in. We've only got 3, but we've got lots of levers. We fixed all the lighting, so all the lampposts and lights in the station there and around are all fixed. The Christmas tree is up. There it is. Some of its glitter's fallen off at the bottom. I might decorate it with snow towards Christmas Day. Further along on the second board we've got these trees I've made out of copper wire and then painted and then put this sort of strange flock, which I'll get out here, which is it's kind of rubberized stuff that you can rip off and just place straight on the tree. That's been really useful, cheap as well, easy way to make trees that are usually rather expensive. And I think they look rather good. Maybe the stems need thickening, but as we move along up the hill where you see all the fencing made from matchsticks cut in half and then painted, and then you can see there's tiny bits of thread across all of them. It took a long time to do. Maybe one of the major changes is the upper loop. We've finally done it, and as you can see the retaining walls go up with the gaps blocked by ivy, and up we go. On the other side we've got the fencing as well and all the retaining wall around here, and then down here we've got the hillside that covered in that unsightly triangle. I don't know, we've put the crashed dornier that was previously in the air, so that's been crashed and smeared with ash, and there's a gigantic spider confronting the crew as well. So we move along, and I've made a small bridge-like structure which I might put some additions to just to cover that gap and let the train still go through. And as we come up, I've put the walls on the side of the viaduct so we can go round the viaduct. There's another one of those squirrels on top of the signal, and I'll just go into the opening hole over there and show you the rest of it. So into the opening hole, which we tie off there and underneath the cavern and up. Here we are. Right, so continuing, that was a lot of ballast. I need to fill in there where the cardboard raised it up. Well, this is a thin sheet I need to modify slightly, just to cover that gap. I've made the Metcalfe Manor House kit, which is really good. Looks great round the back too, but no one ever sees it. Oh, and as an extra thing, we've put an extra perspex sheet on this window, so it's almost like double glazing to keep some of the warmth in, because as I said it gets incredibly cold in here. And I've flocked up all around here and made this super quick station kit and a few more trees about. Here's the platform, curved platform, hard to make, it wasn't the perfect make. I need to put the back wall on it, so the waiting rooms. And then some of the trees have moved to be up here, as you can see, and we've covered in the hillside there and put the tunnel entrance there as well. And for accessibility I've put this bark here which is all removable. You can take all that away and get all this track under here, as is the retaining wall. You can see there's some gaps I can't cover because it has to have access, so you can see that's great because I need to track clean quite a lot. We've put in the little workers' house here with more fencing and their crossing, and generally just I've put that retaining wall in there. I've had some houses lent to me by my friend for the moment. I'll show you in a minute. We've got all the lighting done up here. It looks really good now if you look through, like a real station, and around here and here. And I've blocked in the fields with the fencing, same type, different colour. And I've made the, well, these are old ones, some of my old toys that I weathered with some pigs and the cow, bull Mike, and the horses, and the farmer with his horses coming down from his house. There's the Dornier from another angle, and there's the bridge from another angle. And as we move down, I've made this sort of derelict, maybe Mum thinks it's a chicken pen, but it's sort of sheep shelter. You can see the sheep going across down the Sepple Valley there. It's a great view actually. I think that worked really well. And various things like that. We'll just go over to see the town now. Okay, so I've done some of the roads down through the town with my old cars. And the lovely crossing there, looking across. And then round this small road. It's not finished yet. Some of my friends' old buildings. This is the terraced super quick house I built with the Jaguar Park there, Mark 7. We go along various kits from Metcalfe. Look great. And up there kind of completes the scene. Here's the little chicken pen that's been added with the little hand painted hens around me. We've got the no platform on the other side. I don't think that was like that before. We've got a platform on this side instead with the main station. It makes more sense than the station being around this area. And so they can offload from the other siding. And just to get the road effect, what I've done is I've painted the wood grey, but then all this ballast stuff that I've got, might be a unique thing that comes from it, but if you get a chisel or some sort of scraper like that, I'm not great on my tools, you scrape it across it and it turns to fine white dust, and the dust doesn't actually rub off. You get a bit of it on your fingers, but it stays there so long and so easy to make that you can easily put it back, and that creates this sort of 1930 rough road feel that I quite like the look of. So it's been a major load of changes on the Sepple Valley Railway, especially on the fourth board and the third board, and then less on the second and less on the first. And I would say we're practically there now. I'd like to put a back scene in and a few more modifications, so this passing loop goes straight across to here, and there's still points to it there, and so that's linked up like that, which I need to get some larger radius points for so nothing falls off around here. The legendarily tight goods yard, and replace these maybe to try and just get it so they don't fall off so much, especially tender engines reversing. But other than that, we've had a few more bits of rolling stock, like the Highley trucks from the Severn Valley Railway, and over here a repainted Great Western carriage by me, and various other things. We've had a few new additions like Mallard and the little J83 here. But on the whole, it's been a very productive few months. I think the last update was in September, so yeah, very productive. And in case you wondered, the temperature is probably going to go down from 5.3. There's a lot of frost this morning outside in the garden, so it's cleared up now, late morning, about 10:30. So we'll go and show you some of the trains running. So first of all, I thought I'd show you a train on the top loop. This is the new J83, only £15 off eBay. Probably going up the steeper of the two slopes, going away very well in what's probably quite dirty track. And she won't stop at the station this time, she'll come round, so we'll just wait for her down here. Picking up speed. So with the J3 stopped, we'll get Mallard on the go. Smoothed your way with her two NER coaches, which I hope to expand on. And yeah, we still have some problems with derailments, as we can see here. Luckily Mallard managed to pull them out of the tunnel, otherwise that would have involved pulling all those off. So I'll just sort that out and we'll get on to the J39. So, we flicked the points to get on to another LNR engine, also designed by Gresley. Quite different to the A4s, but very useful, the J39 class. And we'll see Valkyrie pull away here, a personally named engine, with a short mixed freight. Risky sitting in here because you can't stop the trains, but you get great views. And here's one. You can see just how tight that point work is there, so we'll get round to replacing that. One scene I'm really proud of is with Illustrious here, who does run, and was the engine that started all this. So we have a lot to owe to Illustrious. Who's currently got some tender pickup problems. That means she runs rather juddly, but we can sort those out soon. But I think this looks like a great scene, with obviously the man Bisley trying to throw over the coal into the tender. The morning sun rising over. You can imagine the steam rising from Illustrious as she ticks over there, and there's the car, the manager to come over and inspect everything's okay, and the lighting, filament lighting works really well there on the red brick, so I think that's a great scene. So that's all from me, Will, on the Sepple Valley Railway. Next time we'll have the branch line running when I've cleaned it up a bit. But yeah, that's the update. Hope you like it, hope you like some of the changes, and we'll see you soon, maybe with some Christmas specials or highlights of the year. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.